Digital Boom 2004 tour is going great. It's just unbelievable the response we're getting to the new songs and the old songs as well.
This tour is going to have about 56 shows in about 67 days. It's kind of ridiculous. We've heard people describe it as rocktronic.
Extra chunky with hot sauce. We kind of like that.
When we go in the studio, we like to hear big beats, hard-driven bass lines, sort of all very impactful, very bombastic.
I think that's maybe part of the reason why our music lends itself well to soundtracks and games and things like that, is because we look for emotions right from the sound rather than trying to tell a story with, you know, verses and choruses and things like that. So it works for us pretty well. I like driving games, and then I like the old-fashioned shooter games that use the guns, actually. I just like shooting things and shooting people.
I like sports games. I love some fighting games because those are short, you know, 2-3 minute fights. You can get anybody back there, you know, even the first-time users can be competitive. Hey, shh. I think the similarities are, you know, a lot of people are very passionate about both games and music, and the fact that there are really some forward-thinking game developers out there that are bringing the two worlds together. It makes gaming that much better.
Lately, the gaming world has been sort of a launch pad for new bands and songs, and you know, it's become the radio stations we don't have now. I mean, radio has become really sort of stale, and they don't take any chances where, you know, game soundtracks, they have the freedom to pretty much do what they want.
It's really weird on the bus, especially if you try to have any sort of like, you know, like driving games or any sort of things where there's a lot of movement in the game, because the bus is moving and then you get locked into moving and you're kind of, especially after a bucket load of chicken wings, that's, the combination doesn't really help. You know, you start, you know, and you really only have one bathroom between 11 people, so definitely find some time to play some games in the background. Born Too Slow is the track that the Need for Speed Underground used. It works really, really well.
We get a lot of comments about that, about having the music in that game, because it's a real popular game.
Took that over to my little brother's house over the holidays, and we sat and played that all day.
I think the most enjoyable part is just knowing when you have something great. It's not always the finished song. It's generally like somewhere in the beginning of the process, where you either get goosebumps or you just get this really sort of euphoric feeling from the sound. In the studio, if I need a studio break, though, I go straight to our 1977 Star Wars video game.
Yeah.
The left trigger button's not working now.
Keep doing what you're doing, kids.
So if you like what you hear, give us a call. Rock on, gamers.